had blue sheen labradorite on the show before, but that pales into comparison. Look at this. It's carved. I've never seen carved labradorite before.
Obsessed.
You'll tell the story when we come about your little jewellery making day yesterday. And you said it's wishes trapped in
I told them, we were at the pub, and basically I was making in the car whilst Jackson was on the bike track thing that we go to, and they wanted to get some drinks. So we took him and his friends over to the pub next door to get some drinks. And I was carrying on making in like the little outside garden bit on the benches and stuff. And then these 3 little kids that came over, and they're like, "What are you doing?" So I was telling them about the gems, and they said, "What is that blue light?" And I said, "Oh, this is a magic gem." I just made it up, obviously. I said, "This is a magic gem, and there's a wishes trapped in there."
Look,
but
I love
look
that. There's
at
a wish trapped inside. That's lovely.
It's just
look at this.
So what I did is I gave each of them, there's these 3 children, and I said, right, I had some of the labradorite with me, and I said, right, hold that in your hand. I said, close. So I didn't let them see it. I said, close your hand before they looked at it, and I said, you're going to make a wish now. If it's a good enough wish and it might come true, then you'll see a blue light. So then they go, oh, I can see a light, I can see a light. Yeah. So this extraordinary. They're absolutely huge as well.
Beautiful.
So this is coming up through at 11. I've been, even before I started making jewelry, I've been desperate to make a piece that I've seen online. And I asked the team if we could get it, and I said, it's not going to work unless it's really, really good labradorite. It just wouldn't have the same feel. It wouldn't have the same vibe. And so lucky that we've managed to get. And it really is, every single one of these beads are like magic. They are absolutely incredible. And we have teamed it with, I've never seen this on JewelleryMaker either. I'm so excited because we have silver pearls, which are absolutely beautiful. If you're somebody who loves Tahitian, look at these. If you're somebody that loves the Akoya blue, these spectacular pearls, they're silver. They are dyed. They have gone through but the difference with often what they'll do, or sort of more commonly what they'll do, is if it is a lesser pearl, or it's not quite perfect, or it's got it's got surface blemishes, or it's not the right shape, or then they'll put them through the dye. They're a little bit less valuable, so they put them through the dyeing process. But for us, because we wanted this high quality labradorite and the high quality silver pearls, these are actually really expensive because the pearls themselves are really, really good. And they just look so beautiful together. So you could get I think people are just going to be kind of, look, that's the labradorite. It looks like it's got pearlescence. I know, it's amazing.
So if I bought this combination, I would go down the silver route. So it's really nice to see your interpretation using the gold.
I wasn't sure what to do. So I did the bracelet. In the silver. Because I agree, I think it's a blue tone. You'd think about going, sorry, I clicked up with my finger, with the silvers. But the picture, the sort of inspiration for this, she'd done it with gold, and I thought, let me try it. So we've got both options for you to have a play with and try.
Perfect winter jewellery.
But yeah, great for winter jewellery. Great for maybe if you're going out for dinner in the next couple of weeks. Or
but every single one of those labradorite, just with the bead cap, top and bottom, suspended from a chain as a single pendant.
Yeah. So I've got a feeling I'm going to have 3 types of people. There's going to be people that just want to grab the labradorite, people that just want to grab the pearls, and people that are going to want to get both. So they're coming up for you at 11. The only problemo is the quantity.
Really?
Yeah, it's the quantity. So it is going to be limited. That's why we've slotted it into the 11 o'clock show.
Both limited or one limited?
The labradorite is more limited, unfortunately, but we have done our best. It's because we asked for the higher. We could get it to you in a lower grade, a lot more abundantly, but we said, didn't we, Ross? We were like, I tell you what, let's do it in the higher grade.
Definitely.
And we can achieve this really fine, beautiful. I know. And the thing is with labradorite, you can get different colours in the labradorite. So you'll see in this, there's gold, there's purple. It's really, really beautiful. That is something that I think it's going to be. You're either going to love it or it's not going to be for you. And if you love it, you're going to really love it. So you might be looking at it and think, oh, that's right up my street. So that's 11 o'clock. 12 o'clock is your championship box, which you've been a huge part of, haven't you, Mark? Mm-hmm. Very, very, very exciting. Now, we don't want to give too much away, do we, yet?
No, here we are. Let's bring it across.
This was so popular. Was it the first championship box last year? That was the first one. Yeah. So we did a championship box last year. This is full of goodies.
I'm gonna give you one little taster. So in one of the boxes are these beautiful.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
Button pearls, and you get the findings to make the earrings. And I went and had a little reconnaissance in our local shops in Witney, and in both of our independent jewellers, not our high street, and our independent jewellers, these are £100 more than the entire contents of the box.
Wow.
Just for these huge button pearl half-drilled earrings.
Wow, £100
more than the box contents, the whole box.
That is unreal.
This is going to be a good one. And then we've got that special
extra thing, which we'll tell you about at 12 o'clock, which is going to be amazing. So that is your championship box. Now, I don't know, Mark, I think you're a bit lazy this week, Mark. Hardly made any jewellery.
I know. It was right up to the wire with the...
You know, normally say, oh, there's enough for a shop. We could open a couple with what Mark's made for us today. That's all, that's just for 2 shows.
So the grey busts contain the 12 o'clock hour. The white busts contain a few little bits I've made from the championship box. And then the beige section is the 9 o'clock project, which is, and I said in my little VT, I mean, there's elegant and then there's elegant. Look up those strands on that T-bar there.
I love this kit. This is so gorgeous. This is smoky quartz. Beautiful seed pearls and but the Branca on. I think as a collection together, putting these strands together.
So it's white zircon, ombre. What's the Scottish? I've completely forgotten. Cairngorm smoky quartz, bronze shell pearls 4mm, which I've never seen before. Branca onyx and a tube of seed bead soup in those same mixture of colours.
Wow,
just beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So. That's your 9 o'clock. And then, of course, 8 o'clock this morning, we're bringing to you our lovely last of stock, as we always do. But we've got a really, really, really nice early bird today. It is this.
I wondered what it was today. I love the offsetness of it.
I like, So it's, I like the sort of hammery finish. It looks like it's Balinesian or like a handmade. Really, really cool, isn't it? Really, really cool. And I put it with the, it was just perfect to go with the labradorite and the silver pearls. But obviously you can put it with anything like.
That ogle would make a beautiful pendant.
Yeah.
It really would. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. You could.
Yeah.
You could even frame something, couldn't you?
Fill it with resin, the interior with resin if you wanted to as well.
It's so nice. It's so.
See, straight away, look, already it's going.
Yeah. How many do we have? 150?
Oh, and it's this is probably the biggest sterling I've seen.
Just in silver. We don't have it in gold. It's 925 sterling silver. This elsewhere, and I've done another little check because I'm keeping an eye on silver prices elsewhere, so that my information to you is accurate. Right. Something like this elsewhere, you're now looking between 39 and 49 in the like trade wholesale. Spec market. It's in silver. They are so your fancy clasps, and you can let me know if you think that this is accurate or not. But you've got your very basic clasps, you know, like your little lobsters, your little bolt rings. But anything that's a bit fancy, anything that's large, anything that has a mechanism or is a finish, like a brushed finish. Yes, they are just so expensive.
We forget that when we buy toggles, you're getting 2 pieces.
Yeah, of course.
You know, you're not getting a single bolt ring, you're not getting a single lobster, you're not getting a single magnetic.
Yeah.
This is a 2-part, and it's all sterling.
I love the T-bar or the toggle because number one, it's what a lot of the designer, like the silver designers, Tiffany and Co and things like that, they often use a T-bar. So I think it looks very smart and contemporary, but also it's so easy. I love easy clasps. Rather than having to faff around with any fiddly bits, it's just, I like jewellery that I can put on myself without having to, it's just because I'm in a funny position now, leant across the desk, but I like having jewellery that you can just easily pop on yourself without having to get any help from anybody else. And then it looks really nice.
20 have gone already, looking at all those names, look.
So yeah, and they do go really nicely. It was really funny because